Formula One Grand Prix is not a quick 5-minute blast, it's a simulation. And as such, you have to be prepared to commit some time to get the most out of the game. That being the case, prepare yourself. Get comfortable. Plump up the cushions, put a Do Not Disturb sign on the door. Have some snacks ready for the moments when you're sitting back watching the replays. Damn it, if you want more realism, put your kid sister's balaclava and your dad's old bike helmet on, so you can experience that dehydrated racing driver feeling at first hand. Oh yes, and take the phone off the hook. This game deserves your undivided attention. Run the longest race. Give it 100% of the entire thing, so you can get that general sense of realism. And use real drivers and team names, or make them up. We chose the McPower Tips team with an Amiga engine, and then Bill and myself driving. Once you've chosen your teams and your drivers, you're going to need to practice. But the practice gives you a chance to set up your car. Different setups are useful at some circuits where you may require much more downforce for the race, an example being Monaco. At Silverstone it's a much faster track as well, so take into account wing setting rear and front, brake balance, dry race start, tyre compound, and if you're happy with that, return to the race. Once you've finished practicing, you can go into your qualifying session. In a short session, there's only time for at best 2 qualifying sessions. Watch the competition shape up, then go out and blow them away. To do this, watch what's happening in accelerated time out of the 3D. Take it easy coming out of the pits, you can't always see behind you. He nearly got us. Cars on their last qualifying lap will be looking to get in your way, beware. When you get back into the pits after your qualifying lap, choose your tyres. Qualifying tyres will survive 1 lap and maybe survive a second. It is possible to run some very good lap times on qualifiers after they've been supposedly shot. However, Ds are great for races under 20 laps, and Cs are perfect for slow circuits. If you're at the front of the grid, take off. You didn't spend all that time getting there for nothing. And here we are in the cockpit. Wait for that green light. Bear in mind there's someone to your right. You're going to have to shut the door on him pretty quick when you get to the first chicane. And they're off. Work through those gears as quick as you can. Oh dear, we got 2 overtaking us this time. Never mind, we'll take them on the next bend. Look to go on his outside. Brake, but don't go into his back. No, you still can't get through. Nudge him. That's it. Here we are in first position. What a surprise. Now, use your teamwork. You didn't pick 2 drivers for nothing. We're going over to our second driver now. He's at the back, so let's use him to take out some of the competition. Get up in touch with those cars ahead. And then, shunt them. Watch out for the marshals. Their flags aren't out for nothing. There he is, there's an obstacle. There's another back marker, shunt him. They're just mobile chicanes. Get them out of the way. But don't go out of control yourself. Overtake him. Bide your time. Then go past swiftly. Here we are in full view at Spa. I'm biding my time, and then I accelerate through the slipstream. Just watch that acceleration. Here we are with another one, slipstreaming. Bang, straight past. Study the tracks. All of them vary. You have different bends and different straights, so you've got to know where they are to overtake. Here at Monaco, it's quite narrow. Those concrete walls are there on purpose to slow you down. There's only a few places you can overtake. Go to the view function to see exactly what you're doing. But get back in time for the next bend coming up. Slow down. Ah, not quick enough. Bang. Nice spin, check it out on the view function. Find out where the other cars are using the external views. In this case, it happened just as we changed over to another car. You have the chance to relax for 10 to 15 seconds between car changeovers. This can be very useful in a 2-hour race, enabling you to launch your attack on the race leaders with both cars. You also have the added pleasure of building up points for your team. After all, if you're running the McLaren in first place, it can be quite frustrating when your other car doesn't even scrape into the top 15. Use the arrow keys and view functions to check out the state of the field. If you want to know where you stand, you can flick back and forward with the arrow keys. Home brings you back if you get disorientated. If necessary, go to replay and find out just what everybody else is up to. You can start to feel a bit detached from the state of play if you never use these features. Here we are at Spa. It's a very fast circuit. You can't afford to let back markers get in your way. You're going to need to nudge them. You might find the occasional nudgette could give you a distinct advantage over the rest of the field, especially if such a slight touch throws another car, such as a back marker, into the path of one of the faster cars. They surprisingly don't like being pushed very much, so you have to develop a technique. Get right alongside the car you want to nudge and give it a glancing blow. Then get ahead of him. It's possible to jump over chicanes at high speeds. Approach has to be high speed. When it works, you can save a few seconds. If it doesn't work, you lose seconds and lose a wing or two, or even trash your car. Then you have to use the spin gear to get out of it. If everything goes well, here's the winning graphic.